Hello.
Welcome, folks. It's Shannon.
Matt.
And you're very welcome to an hour of music with us from our living room. Julia, hi. Hi, Julie, right in our neck of the woods. Hi, Julie. Jaden in Holland. Allison in France. And Mike over on the other coast there. Nice to see you, Manuel. So happy you're joining us from Spain. And Mike, I think in California, and Lynn in North Carolina. Does look like a lovely day down there. Maria, welcome. Gabrielle in Germany, welcome. Wow, something crazy just happened with our YouTube stream, but I think everything's okay. Mary in Oregon, welcome. Randy in Michigan, hello. Dwayne, nice to see you. Jolie, Barbara, Juan in Spain. We have, good representation in Spain today. And Dat, hello and welcome. Nice to see you. Carolyn, nice to see you. Bob in Wisconsin. Guillermo, nice to see you, my friend, in Spain. And Amy in Tennessee, good to see you again. Kevin, wonderful to have Canada joining us. Chris, hiya. Aaron, hello. And Tetsuya, nice to see you in Toronto. Nice to see you in France. Estrella, Kendall in Boston. Yay, we have local. James in Sin City. Cheryl in Minnesota, you made it. Hello, cousin Cheryl. Hi, Sean Morris in England. Hi, Julie. Hello, Paul in Indiana. Hi, Saul. Hi, my friend Johnny. Hello to Donna. Hello to Petter in Norway, and hope the new baby is doing well. Mara in Italy. Nice to see you, folks. We're going to start off with Fig for a Kiss. This is a lovely, lovely slip jig in E minor. Matt on the bouzouki, why don't you take it away? Hello, Rune in Denmark. Talk for joining us. Hi, John in Connecticut. Good to see you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Tunes. So we have a great playlist assembled in advance for you today. And you can find that in the show notes, but also we'll announce things as we go along. Grania, good to see you again. And Jeff and Carrie, glad you guys made it. So today we're going to be playing tunes mostly from my book First 50, because a lot of those are up on the on this YouTube channel as Tune of the Months in recent months or in past years. These are all what I think are lovely, simple tunes with great bones. And yes, so that's what this is about. Dat, thanks for the feedback. So I'm going to, or I mean the letting us know. Let me just back off a little bit on the gain, and we'll see if that is a little bit better. So we're going to carry on with Salmon Tales Up the River and the Church Street Polka.
The bouzouki is awesome. That was a fine example of knowing that I'm not leaving E minor, so putting on a capo. As we have discussed in the past, I'm not a quick capo changer. So
Changing her.
All
right, here we go, Fast Eddie. This is for you, not too fast. 1, 2. Hi, Bob. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Brian.
I feel like the sun is coming through the window much more than it was.
It is, and it's so exciting. And that was right as Bob mentioned that he got power. This is perfect. Oh, very much nicer. Adele, welcome. I'm so glad you made it. And Margie, good to play tunes with you as well. And Therese, good to see you.
And Guillermo, yes, standard. Sometimes I do other things, but mostly standard.
I thought your tuning roundup was pretty cool. I posted a video in the Backers Corner on this channel where Matt kind of talked about standard versus drop D versus dadgad versus open G. And that was kind of interesting. I love that. I love the different sonorities that you can get, the different voicings that come easily in the different tunings. Exciting stuff. And speaking of exciting stuff, it is time, of course, for the Name Your Tune selection for this week. We chose a hornpipe, and there was kind of a tie for a few hornpipes, and one of them was Plains of Boyle, and that is on the sort of a common core tune and in the first 50 family. So we are going to do the Plains of Boyle for the Name Your Tune selection. We'll put it together with Cronin's hornpipe, which is not in first 50. It is in Oil for the Chain. But it's also a nice, well-known hornpipe. When I'm learning a new tune, I do like to put it next to a tune that I have played in the past. So we'll do the new tune, Plains of Boyle, into Cronin's, and then back into Plains of Boyle. So here we go. Great. And Guillermo, you can join us on your guitar. Exciting.
Oh, yeah. Are you gonna write that in for me?
Oh goodness, I am.
Yeah, I do love a guitar. Shannon doesn't know, but I've got gas again. I've got guitar acquisition syndrome.
It's a gross syndrome, and it's gross to call it that.
Barney, what'd you miss? Oh, we played all the good tunes, there before we got here.
All right, a pink flute printed by a pink flute. Wow, that's so cool. I love it. All right. So there we go. That's Plains of Boyle, and then it's Cronin's. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is that too fast? Maybe one click fast. Okay. 1 and 2. These are all great tunes.
We should make a book.
And good tunes to dance to. So our good friend, Rebecca McGowan, who is a lovely flute player and also a lovely dancer and dance teacher, had got in touch and said, this pace is wonderful for people who are working on dance steps. And so we went a step further and asked her to join us for a set of reels. And
so we have a special guest.
We do have a special guest. First, I'm going to let all the nice, fine people know where you can find Rebecca online. She's right there. Rebecca, where I just put it in, RebeccaMcGowanDance.com. And Stephen, I'm glad you're here in Pennsylvania. And here we go. We're going to do Many's the Thing I Saw. Is that what we're doing first? Yes. Many's the Thing I Saw. Nice tune in G. We're going to do Rollin in the Ryegrass. I don't know if she's related to Harry McGowan. I don't think so.
Probably some Harry McGowan.
And also the Otter's Holt. Beautiful tunes.
Great tunes.
And beautiful dancing from our friend Rebecca. 1, 2, 3. It's that black magic
Yeah.
tech. Oh, God.
That was Rebecca McGowan, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
Yay.
yay! Rebecca's great, and that was really fun. So, Dwayne, you do ask, how do I type and play at the same time? Of course, I have a keyboard right here, and I type in the name of the tunes. I submit them, but then there's a delay, so it looks like it shows up late. Anyway, very cool. Richard, yay, thanks for the support there. And yes, Jacqueline, thanks for joining us from Holland. That's great to see you. And Amy, glad that came through. Yes.
And so, hello to everyone. If you're joining for the first time, welcome. It's a great bunch of people we got here. So you're just join right in, hop into the chat, play some tunes. And we're gonna carry on with some jigs.
Yes. So this is really, I know. How did I change my clothes so fast? It's for you. That's why it took a second to get back to the scene because I was.
Yeah. She was almost.
Yep. And I changed my hair slightly as well.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So Bold Doherty. This is one of my favorites, and in fact, I talked about this tune, Bold Doherty, in my newest podcast, which is called "The Myth of Tragedy." Tunes associated with times of peril, but also just the stories behind certain tunes for us. And I talked to great composers, Liz Carroll, Dahi Sproul, and Katie McNally. I thought it was a really beautiful show that they helped me assemble, and so I'm going to share that link with you here. It's a podcast, and it's a sweet one. But in it, we begin with this tune, which is called Bold Doherty. It's a lovely jig in E minor. And we're going to go into When the Cock Crows It Is Day. Oh, another good one. And this is the setting of, I think Willie Clancy plays it this way. That nice little turnaround, that's his. All right, so here we go. So Allison, when we started, we were trying to go even slower. We have brought the tempos up just a wee bit, and for that dancing, we wanted to have even more dancey tempo, so just a little bit faster. It's okay if you can't keep up at this pace. Just that you're here playing with us a few notes. It'll rub off. You'll get there. Here we go. 1, 2. lovely, lovely tune. And yes, Dad, I do have a D sharp key. I also have 2 F natural keys. I have a G sharp key, a long C natural key, and a B flat key. So I have a 6-keyed flute here. Most of the tunes we're playing, almost all of the tunes we're playing, you can manage quite easily on a simple system flute. And I did throw in that 1 D sharp, but that's optional, of course. But these tunes, these lovely simple tunes, really work great on the whistle, on the simple system flute, on all instruments. I think the simple tunes, the good simple tunes, and there are a lot of them, are really where to put the efforts when you are working on building speed. They're tunes with good bones and maybe not too cumbersome. And so you can learn them at a slow pace, work on them at a slow pace, and then occasionally try them in the company of others, maybe a little beyond the comfort zone, and then keep going back, rinse and repeat. And pretty soon, you'll get there. Yeah. And as you can see already, you're very much not alone.
If things are going faster, I blame the fact that I was drinking coffee during the session. So
during our recording of the reels,
you never know what's going to happen coming up. But
well, speaking of coming up,
yes,
we have a new hit for you from the Heat and Hit Factory. We have a tune for Allison, in fact. So I'm glad that you brought up the concept of speed, and for raising that, you get a tune. And also for Chris. So some time ago, we were hanging out on Zoom. Allison, you had these beautiful blue hydrangeas, and we had some in bloom in the backyard. So I went and I cut them down, and we were like Zoom twins with our blue hydrangeas, both of us. And then meanwhile, from Jennifer's frame, a beautiful cat walked into Chris's frame. Oh my goodness, the cat did change colors, but they were like Zoom twins as well. So I have written a tune for you called Zoom Twins. Nigel, would you like to say hello to everybody? Come say hi.
Hi. Can I have some more goldfish?
When we're finished, you may. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. This is our offertory selection for you if you are still being paid to work as the shtick goes. We have a link, a PayPal link. We have a Venmo link. If you can chip in, we're grateful. And if you're not in a position to chip in, that is no problem at all. We're grateful to have you here. So this is Zoom Twins in E major.
E major.
And this is something that could be played in the key of D as well. But we're going to play it in E because I got those keys. 1, 2, here we go. Oh, I guess I don't have to count everybody off. Oh, I have to tell everybody. So, Zoom Twins. So we have a phrase, and then the answer. It happens twice. And then it happens. Very funny. Okay, one more time. Hey! All right. So I'm seeing notes come in, but the one that stands out to me is Petter, the new father who wrote poop. So there we go. I have written, I think, almost 20 tunes this year since we began quarantine situation, since the beginning of the pandemic. And many of those tunes were inspired by some very humorous, some very sweet, and very poignant moments that have happened on these Saturday events. So happy to share this tune with you. And happy to, to thank you so much for continuing to keep us Heatons inspired. And what a very, very sweet thing that you're all reaching out to each other and keeping each other going. This is great. It's so important. So yes, is there a link somewhere for the spreadsheet? If you go to Shannon Heaton Music, .com to the instruction page, there's a bit for virtual guided session, and there are a whole bunch of links for that. So a whole bunch of links for videos, playlists, and lists of common chord tunes. So you can find all that at there. All right, so we're going to carry on with some Jigs, Trip to Athlone, which was the first tune that you learned on the fiddle. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Will You Tell the Nice People? And then Anthony Frawley's and Hag at the Churn.
Yes, you are unlikely to see me playing the fiddle anytime soon. Oh, you never know. But when years ago I got to take some lessons from Joan Hanrahan over in Ireland, and it was a fiddle class I got to join in on that was held in a building that was during the week a nursery school, Irish language preschool. And so if you've ever been in a preschool classroom, the chairs are very, very small. And so we were all sitting in these tiny chairs with our legs really high up. And Owen O'Neill is my classmate for part of that. And he is a big man. Yeah, he is much bigger than I am. And he did great. He
fit into that chair well. He did a good job.
But anyway, Joan was trying to teach us this tune, and I said, wait, can you give me the A part of Trip to Athlone again? She's like, Athlone? It's not Athlone, it's Athlone. So, there you go.
There we go. Mark, I'm glad you made it.
Wait, we're doing the jigs?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I thought we were doing the reels.
Oh, sorry. Well, we'll do the jigs first and then the reels. I goofed. I typed them in already. It's too late.
Yeah, it's far too late.
Sorry, I switched it.
There, yeah.
Right.
Okay, I'm ready now.
1, 2. Is that too fast?
Yeah, it's too fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little section.
1, 2. Here we. Ooh, drop D. Here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, folks. We got to do this right for you. We're not in tune with reality.
Oh my god, it's a disaster. What is even happening?
It's worth taking the time. That's Matt Heaton, ladies and gentlemen, on the guitar here every Saturday, and so happy to be here with you. Is In Tune with Reality, is that a tune name? I was trying to think. Maybe it is. All right, my Olwell flute here. You like that, Richard? That was a quick way to answer your question. 1, 2, ready.
Yeah. Churn.
So for a while, I don't know, were we aiming for about 84 for our jigs and maybe 69 for the reels, or 72 for the reels, and 69 for the hornpipes, or maybe even slower for the reels? We have been inching things up a little bit, and in fact, early sessions were called slow session, and now I'm calling it mid-tempo or moderately paced or whatever, mid-tempo session. So, you know, we've been at this for a while, folks, and a lot of you have been with us for months. And in working at home, I know that a lot of you have made some incredible advancements. So that's exciting. And new instruments on the way. That is wonderful. And just tunes. So speaking of tunes, we're going to continue with the Doon. That's a beautiful reel in D. Maud Millar, which is in G, and The Volunteer, which is often played in G, and we played it in G a few weeks ago, and we're going to play it in A. That's the way that I put it in the book, just for a little fun. So that's where you can kind of get creative with playing a half-hold G sharp if you don't have a G sharp key, or you could just play an E instead of a G sharp. It's in the chord, you know, this sort of thing. So I'm so glad you're joining us from Greece. Wow, welcome. That's really great. So I'll write in the name of these wonderful tunes. And yes, on this beautiful day in Medford, Massachusetts.
Here we are. And now I will finally be playing my bouzouki, aka octave mandolin.
You did begin. You
I did. Yeah. No, I've been switching it up a little bit.
1, 2, 3. some very successful, sweet melodic variations there, and some really weird ones that didn't go as planned. And that is the name of the game, sweet or weird.
Yeah.
You know, there we can do both. And I really love the idea now that Julie taught you, Allison, that tune, and that we were playing it together. I love the idea of three of us like sharing the tune in that way of like sort of passing it on and sharing it. So sweet.
This thing was made by Davey Stewart down in New Zealand. Great maker. I've had it for I think it was built in 2008. I think so. A while. I've had it for a while, and I must say I think it sounds fabulous.
Oh, and Pat, how wonderful to see you, our old friend Pat. And andro is a type of dance that is done in Brittany. It's a beautiful, beautiful
Shall we demonstrate?
marchy thing, and we're going to do some andros for you folks, with you folks. So Casabar, love that one. It's very sweet. And the Wren, which is a favorite around here at the virtual guided session. Yes, Captain Tokyo, hi. Yes, you made it just in time. So these andros for all of us. Are we in tune? You're going to stay with the bazooks.
I am, yeah. I mean,
All right,
you know,
all
andros,
right.
you
Yeah.
know? I mean, come on, like.
Yes, 2. Here we go. Oh, and Cindy, good to see you as
Faked
well.
me out.
Cynthia is here. No, we're seeing some
yeah.
Colorado
Got it,
friends,
got
and
it,
we're
got it.
really happy to welcome you today. 1, 2. Lovely tunes. Boris, that is great. Happy to play those tunes with you here. And Mary, how sweet. What a sweet thing that you have said here. It's lovely to be using the First 50 book for this. Nice to see the articulation markings. Yes, in fact, I did write in articulation markings, my premise being if we all breathe in sensible places in these simple tunes, we needn't do too much complicated ornamentation. In fact, we can get away with almost doing no ornamentation. Better to just play them rhythmically and with sensible rhythmic breaths than to get overcome or overwhelmed by the notion of executing all of the finer points of style, especially if you don't have somebody in person to show you those things. So that was the premise of the book. But I especially like, Mary, what you said at the end. You said, let us all breathe together. Indeed. I feel like every week when we come together, we are having this nice connection, having these jokes, having these conversations, learning things together. I learned so much from you, and I really feel as if, in a way, we are taking a moment to take a breath together and to connect over something that is small, an hour of playing these little tunes. But I think it resonates bigger than that. So we're going to finish with the Highland Laddie in A. That's a beauty. And before we do, I'm going to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. If it's your first day, for many months, if you've been joining us all along, hope I get your language. Trugares, merci beaucoup, arigato gozaimasu, tusen tak, dziękuję, danke schön, grazie, gramahaguch, muchos gracias, evharisto, danku, sheshe, hvala vam, shukran, eskarik asko, ta palat, spasiba, ahehe, salamat, tarima kashi, diolch, toda, kamsahamida, kuzenem, obrigado, gam un, kopkun makmaknaka. Thank you, folks, and maybe we'll see you here next week or in a subsequent week. And if you're tuning in afterwards, hope you'll enjoy playing and dancing along with these tunes. So we'll finish with
big thanks to Rebecca McGowan for
thank you to
us.
Rebecca. And again, to learn more about Rebecca and her wonderful dancing, I'll share her link to her site, and I'll type in Highland Laddie or Highland Laddie in A. So thanks, folks. This means a lot to us as well. Wow. Yes, lovely, Matt. Here we go. Just because you guys were talking about Richie Dwyer's reel. So there you go at the very end. See you next week.
Take care. Have
Or
a great
whenever. Be so safe. Take care, folks.
Bye.